Welcome back to Half and Half. Happy December. We're back. Took a little vacation for the holiday.
This is the first snow day.
First snow day. Yeah, it is snow today.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
Y'all be safe out there. I was driving this. New Yorkers be wildin'.
Make sure you throw down salt on the sidewalk.
Get your brush, your snow brush, get your boots, lace them hoes up.
Layer up, bubble jackets, everything.
Bubble jacket. Get your pellies and your butters.
You saw the picture of 50? 50 had a denim bubble jacket.
Denim bubble. How you combine the two?
Where do you have that?
I don't know, but that's how you know you a New York legend.
Yeah, because they don't. I ain't seen that in like H&M, Uniqlo, any of the.
Nah.
Oh man.
I be on my. I don't even be on no butters and beef and broccolis. I don't do Timberland.
It's a beef and broccoli.
Nah, the beef and broccoli.
Shit season.
Yeah, nah. I do the polo boots. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Nike boots. That's the DMV.
Actually, yeah, I need new boots.
I need some new boots.
My Timbs are scuffed up. You just gotta like. Anyway, so episode, what's it, 7 now? Episode 7.
Yeah, that's the number of perfection.
But
7 days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Create this earth. 7 days, you know what I mean? Number 7, so it's a special one. Yeah, but
we got some friends with us today.
This is a special episode because we have our sponsor, the main sponsor, the man behind the plan, Virgil Hawk. We've been putting in work, promoting, trying to get him up there, give him some spotlight. But we got him in the building. He's gonna tell you about the whole process, from the beginning, what that is. So, what's good, bro? How you feeling?
What's going on, guys? You got Virgil Hawk here. Virgil Hawk. Doing well. Just trying to keep it lively and keep it going.
Word. You making moves out here, so this is gonna be a special episode. We gonna get into that, We also got another man in the building. We out here with the guests. How you feeling?
Talk to him.
I'm doing good. This is Ian. Just hanging out, trying to keep the conversation going, trying to just weigh in, get some opinions going.
Ian about to be the OD monitor because we be chatting, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get it started though. So both of y'all, how y'all feeling? Like where y'all from? Start off.
Man, I'm Virgil Hawk. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Born and raised, but I'm living in New York City right now. Been here for a couple years. About 4 years now. Came here 2014 after I graduated from RIT. Working full time as a graphic designer and doing painting on the side with my brand, and I'm just trying to make a name for myself, get out there, and hopefully pursue this and do this full time. No one wants to work a 9 to 5 forever, so it's like how can we create the means for ourselves, and how can we make it so that we can live our dream?
Amen.
That cliche.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get out here and do that and make all that a reality. So
that's a whole fact. I'm with you on that one. I feel like everybody on that one.
That financial independence.
Yeah, being financially free and just doing what the hell you want every day.
We talk that every episode.
Yeah.
Every episode.
That's a common theme.
That's the common thing.
Doing what you want to do with your life and being in full and total control. So that's what I'm.
Word. They need to support that. They need to support minority businesses.
Yeah.
So if you about that, you say about it. You talking about Black Lives Matter. You talk about this and that. You know what I'm saying? That's it right here.
Walking the walk out.
This is space to, say put your money where your mouth is.
Right.
And we gonna do that. And not just black community, any community. Whatever your community is, spread the wealth. Put everybody on, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Ian, where you from?
From Rochester, New York, born and raised, still living there to this day.
I be getting down in Rochester.
585 represent, know what I'm saying?
Why y'all so dirty up there? Can I just ask?
I mean, New York City's dirtier than Rochester, though, let's be honest.
Debatable.
Parts of it.
Depends where you go. Where I'm at is clean. It's not squeaky clean.
Alright, so the thing about Rochester, people don't know, so you gotta give them where's that at?
If you're familiar with Buffalo and you're familiar with Syracuse, Rochester is probably dead center between both of those. It's about an hour or so in between, but there's no major sports of any kind that go through.
That shit in Canada, damn near.
It's one that
you feel like if Rochester's in Canada, Buffalo's definitely in Canada.
They both in Canada.
Buffalo's in the next province.
They both kind of get down.
We literally 20 minutes away from Canada. I go there to get Chinese food every once in a while.
It be like that?
Yeah, I'm serious. We used to go to a spot called Happy Jacks. And
you want to shout them out?
We used to cross the Happy Jacks. I don't know what we're trying to get that check. Send that. Well, we used to go there every once in a while just to get Chinese food, man.
I might need to do that.
That Chinese food, they cross some borders for it.
Word.
Nah, seriously.
That among other things like drugs. And anyway, but
So Rochester. I love my city. I grew up there, and it's got a lot of opportunity. They're trying to rebuild and everything. They just built in the inner loop. and they're redoing Main Street. So shout
And the
out
history
to-
was rich in Rochester at one point.
Yeah, no, it's pretty rich.
Kodak and all that.
I mean, when Kodak was big,
Boston
that's when Rochester was really
Wegmans.
making it happen. Wegmans is
Shout out
still
to
making it
Wegmans.
happen.
Shout out Wegmans.
U of R is trying to do what
Fuck
they
Whole
can do,
Foods.
but you know. But yeah, no, I mean, I love my city. And as for what I do, I'm an engineer. Just sort of graduated 2016 and been working in the same company since then. So you know.
So it's money in this room.
Yeah.
Boy, it's power in this room. I better respect this.
Yeah, no, but at the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is, you know, just get my success, my happiness, you know, personal happiness first and foremost, and then just spread that to everybody
Word.
else.
Word.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I talk to my barber about that stuff all the time.
It's always a barber.
That's always the barber.
It's
You-
always.
like I talk to the barber, and it's always like, you know, just positivity and happiness,
Word.
and just like, you know, make sure you take care of you first.
Yeah, this is barbershop talk. We with the bros, we with the brothers. But now to get back to the Virgil Hawk thing, let's talk. So how you get your startup? Like talk to us. What is Virgil Hawk and how'd you start it up?
It's crazy, man. Because when I think of Virgil Hawk, I look at I think about everything. I say Virgil Hawk is everything, and everything is Virgil Hawk. And in a sense of, I want to basically extend and reach the masses and have influence on damn near everything that we do, that we see, that we eat, that we feel. It's just everything that we do that encompass our everyday life and just, you know, just your normal everyday routine.
Where'd you get your influences from? What are some of your influences?
Basically, literally, man, just life, man. Like I just wake up, like, I get inspiration from the most simplest things. It's like, you know,
I can see that because with the last, I feel like with your series, the way you promote your art, it's usually a series, a theme. You know what I mean? So it can go from athletes like the greatest. We get the Serena, the LeBron one, the Kaepernick. Like I can see you get it from every day.
Right.
Especially the Kaepernick one. That was a huge one. You know what I'm saying? It
man.
played off the current theme, and that was huge. That was one of the best pieces I've seen. And the Star Wars, I don't know her name. The Star Wars lady who just passed.
Princess Leia that passed away.
Nah, that piece is fire. So I see how you just get inspiration from every day.
Yeah, I mean, I try to show that range and show the versatility. I don't want to be stuck on one thing for too long, and I don't want to at the same time, I don't want to go too wide. I don't know if that makes, I don't know if I'm contradicting myself, but it's like I want to dibble dabble on a little bit of everything while still remaining myself and being myself. I want to show my character through my art, but at the same time, I guess touch a little bit on everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that's what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm touching everything, but at the same time, I'm touching what I want to touch, and I'm still remaining myself within my art. You know what I mean?
Touch where you need.
Yeah, basically.
I touch you where I got to.
Kind of confusing, but
keep on their toes. But nah, is art dead? Like in terms of like, do people cop pieces anymore? Like around?
I mean, I did.
I think it depends. It depends on where you're at. Like as a young person, you might not be willing to cop art, but I know when I'm older, I'm about to have art in my house. Like,
yeah, there's like a certain maturity behind it.
It comes with it's kind of like going to like a we were talking this yesterday, going to like a Broadway show. Like you got to be at like a certain point to decide you want to go to Broadway.
Like
show. As an adult,
but or is it changing, or is art kind of adapting to like digital art, like what you like what you doing? Because I feel more inclined to cop that as opposed to cop like. I know, like, the black film, you know, like, your grandma got them same, like, black people dancing, painting. In every house, you know what I mean? Like,
typical
yeah, the typical. I probably wouldn't cop those because they kind of play cliche to me. But, like, what you doing, the digital aspect, like, having IG, I feel like, I don't know, I think art is just changing. You know what I'm saying? The way it's...
I think it's grown with the times, man. You got to stay up to date. You got to stay current. It's like you can't be stuck in your old traditional ways when you know damn well that, we're doing X, Y, and Z. You stuck on A, B, and C. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to keep moving forward and thinking, you know, having a future forward thinking. Oh shit, I'm fucking up. just being future forward with your thinking and shit. And,
that makes sense. Even with the Broadway thing, I feel like I might not see a play, but like things like Wildin' Out. It's kind of in a sense like I would go see shows. Like I guess it's different for generations. It's still kind of same.
It's
when you buy your ticket, you
it's the same idea. Like going to like a live comedy show. Like you might not have done that growing up, but like now that you're older, it's like you're trying to do those types of things. It's like I started listening to like just podcasts in general recently in the last year.
Yeah,
prior to that, I was not listening to any podcasts, and so I'm just getting into a different kind of form of entertainment and media.
This is a new round.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely
we need to start a podcast beef.
We do it. No, well, we almost had some.
Who?
With what's it called?
Nobody want that smoke.
Real life Kaz.
Who?
Over at
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Flagrant 2. Now he's got a podcast with Andrew Schultz, and he's one of the co-founders of Henny Palooza. But nah, he was.
Oh, he can get that smoke. We can start it up.
He was talking crazy about the Raptors, so I'd like.
Oh, you almost.
I jumped in the med.
So half had beef.
But yeah, nah, he be responding. So, but
I'm gonna start some beef.
I
be having beef. I'm gonna start some beef. I just wanna be on Twitter though. I feel like I would be in some beef quick.
Yeah, Twitter. Twitter's that place.
I might have to I might have to hop in the playground, Twitter playground. Y'all be on it? What's y'all social media? Let's throw that out. Virgil Hawk. What's your
IG at Virgil Hawk, VirgilHawk.
Follow.
Same thing on Facebook.
Definitely follow that, because we can only speak so much to your art. You gotta see it. Like, real talk. Like, bro, I swear to God, like that. The Eddie Murphy drawing, I swear that was him. Like, that shit looked like a picture as opposed to a painting. Like, the way you draw that, like, talk about how do you draw it? Like, what is... You don't gotta get your secrets, but like...
Nah, it's not even a secret. It's just... you just do it. It's like it's more of the
what technology you using, because it's not
well, I use Photoshop, and when you think of Photoshop, you think of people like, oh, I'm making someone look fatter, someone that's fat, making them look skinnier, or vice versa. But you can also draw within Photoshop, and because everything is
I ain't know that. I ain't go
since everything is literally pixel by pixel, you have no reason to mess up or say this is done when you know damn well it could look better, because you have full control over every pixel. So it's like if I'm going about drawing a picture, I'm gonna make sure that my outline or whatever is right. I'm gonna make sure I have all the colors that I want to have within the picture. I'm just make sure everything is right before I even start painting. Right. So once I get to the painting process, having the end in mind before you actually start, you're gonna always be ahead of the game. Especially when it comes to drawing or painting anything digitally in Photoshop. So it's like I do that, and then I just go about the painting. And while I'm painting, I always do a screen record so you can see exactly everything I'm doing.
You follow?
Yeah.
You some art ass dude. I'm about to say, I'm going way over my head.
No, it's like the speed running.
Yeah, so basically I do the painting, and while I'm painting, I do a screen recording of me painting, and then from there I just go into After Effects and Adobe Premiere, and I just edit the clips so that you're not seeing me go on the internet or something like that, or just any type of thing that's going to deter you from seeing me paint.
Yeah,
so and throw on a little bit of music and throw on my logo, and there it is.
So what's the first piece that you ever drew using that technique that you use on Photoshop?
I say the most serious piece. Well, my first serious piece was Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I opened up my page with that piece, and at the time I didn't know where I wanted to take it. I just was like, I don't know. I just started drawing, and I just had a little idea, and I just kept it going, and then
it seems like you play a lot off of your childhood upbringing, like these.
Yeah, I try to keep it. Like I said, I try to keep it about me. Like that's why I was saying that I do a little bit of everything, but at the same time, everything to me is what it's just things that I'm interested in. It's not literally everything, but it's certain topics and certain themes that I'm interested in. That I want to
definitely see like the reflection of you. You know what I mean? Like every
within
piece.
my So I mean, that's how I go about anything that I want to do.
Do you feel like you sometimes be like boxed in as like? You know how people try to be like, oh, you're a black artist, you know what I'm saying? A black business. Like, you feel like you have to cater to just a black. Like, how you feel about that? The mark? Or you don't really even care. You just so you.
I honestly don't care. I look at it like, man,
Word,
there's never going to be another you.
Word.
So you can't. Don't listen to what anyone say. Just do what you want to do because you want to do it.
Message.
Don't even just do what you want to do, man. Like, who cares what anyone has to say? Regardless if you do it or not, everyone's gonna judge.
Yeah, that's
you might as well just go for it. Just go for it.
Fuck you. I'm gonna start beef real quick. Whoever said I be alley with myself, I see it on the comments. suck my whole penis for the left side. Nah, but
we take all feedback though.
Yeah, we take all feedback and watch them out.
Into consideration.
You know what I mean? Follow half and half. Double tap like that SoundCloud.
Yeah, but I think it's cool that you have your own space to pretty much just paint and like draw, create like whatever you want. Like I've talked to several people that work in graphic design for like different companies, and they're boxed into just creating whatever their company wants them to, so they don't really have the freedom. I mean, like even as engineers, it's like we're always tied to what our clients want us to design. So it's like you don't have the free form.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, you right. If you hit that on the spot, like. Yeah, financial freedom, you kind of have to work for yourself to really express yourself from whatever business, whether it's as an engineer, like, like the owner, you do what the owner say. You know what I mean?
Right.
As a graphic designer, you got to design. So I can't wait till that it's that point in my life where I don't work for nobody but me. You're not about to tell me how to do me.
You're basically making money from just living your life. Like I'm
Right.
making money by waking up, doing what I want.
How does that feel as an entrepreneur? Like you that's what you're doing with your art. Even with this
simple.
podcast,
It's crazy. It's the concept seems so hard, but it's actually so simple. You just got to do it and have that confidence. At the end of the day, you got to just do it. There's no one that's gonna get you there besides you. So obviously, if you just wake up and do your thing, make the right connections, meet the people that you need to meet, and just continue to perfect your craft and whatever you do, and you'll get there.
what y'all eat for breakfast?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
I eat like this healthy cereal.
That's why you different.
With almond
It's like,
milk.
That's the artist shit.
that's the artist shit. I kind of want to see. Now what I eat, I drink a protein shake. Like it's a carb shake. It's not even protein. It's carbs and like a banana and some oatmeal. We wild conservative. Maybe that's we go.
Honestly, most days
engineers.
I skip breakfast. Honestly,
Yeah,
Most days.
I'm some
Y'all skip breakfast?
Or like what I'll do is like I'll get
So
up
why
in the
y'all
morning.
lie?
No,
Today we
today
planned
I-
that bacon, egg, and cheese.
Nah.
Most days, like when I go to
in general,
work.
y'all skip.
Yeah,
I
no,
skip
I don't,
breakfast.
when I'm at home, like I'm getting up, I'm walking out the door. I gotta be at work at 7:30. I walk out
See,
at 7:20.
y'all, cause y'all that
But
early
like,
risers.
so all I do is I just grab a yogurt and just that's it. Eat the yogurt,
Yeah,
put my
I'm
water bottle, I'm out.
Eat some yogurt, dude.
Yogurt's lit. Greek yogurt is lit. Shout out to Dan Light and Fit. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, they said send that check.
You don't eat breakfast at all?
I mean, like I walk like the office. So my office, they have free granola bars every Monday. So like I grab enough of them on Monday,
Oh.
so I have enough for the week.
That's real.
And then like I walk in, that's my breakfast, like just that, and then like a coffee. You know.
Yeah, it's funny how your personality reflect how you move on your breakfast. Nah, real talk. He's some up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Go get this money. He's some artistic. You know what I'm saying? I get a balanced meal. You work out too, all that.
Yeah.
And with some old frugal ass. No, nah, but you smart. That's the most
and I
resourceful
move,
shit.
Nah, and I move smart with it because like I go
smart
in,
as
I
hell
go in the
with it.
kitchen, I grab two because that's like acceptable, right? And
You grab two more again?
I go in later in the day, I grab two more, and then at
Exactly.
the end of the day, I grab two more.
So they think you only grab 3 on some real shit. The whole time you got 6.
Exactly.
Stupid. And if you only eat 4 out of the 6
I
from
got
last week, you got 2
I got
stashed
stashed
away.
in my
And that's a
desk.
multiplier.
That's right.
And then that's double points because when you add up the score, you're going to have a lot. Yeah, back to the city. I feel like this, I'm interested with the whole Buffalo Rochester thing. Like, yo, talk to us more about because we always talk about the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, y'all was in like, yo, Buffalo got hoods, Rochester got hoods.
Because like everyone talk about New York and they automatically assume
Exactly.
the city, but like Western New York is always forgotten. Upstate,
OD, and I think that's an issue.
It's funny because when Marshawn Lynch got drafted to the Bills, like he was hyped because he's like, oh, I'm about to be in the city, turning it up, it's gonna be lit. And he gets off the plane and it's this snowy ass
Yeah, I
area.
think
He was
that.
back confused. He's like, oh, I thought Buffalo was like
I ain't gonna
in
front.
the city. Like,
I was confused because I'm from Maryland. Like when I went to Rochester, I was confused in terms of like where I was. When people be like, "Oh, you in New York City? Blah blah blah." You be seeing the Knicks play. I'm like, bro, you know I'm in Rochester, New York. Like,
It's a
I'm
big
not,
state.
It's a whole nother state. But like,
right.
I feel like that's the issue in terms of just like, yo, like we went to that Trump rally. In terms of Trump, like it's a lot of. So I feel like a lot of people get like Western New York people, it gets forgotten. So therefore, all these pro-Trump people, these racists, it be deep out there.
Oh
Like,
no, it is deep.
Talking
It's
about
deep.
where?
in Western New York, Buffalo, and Rochester.
It's like
I feel like
the
people
surrounding rural area.
They forget it's a city out there, so nobody really visits, nobody really pays attention. So a lot of shit be happening that people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Buffalo's actually pretty racist. Like,
right? If people don't know about this, and y'all got no help.
It's not really low no more. It's really been getting out there
It's
that
on the
Buffalo's
high.
racist.
Yeah,
so.
Buffalo's pretty racist, and I mean it's crazy because I grew up in the inner city, so I mean you didn't really see any of it in the inner city because.
But aren't y'all divided by railroad tracks? That's what I heard. Like the east or west side. I don't know how the Buffalo go.
I mean there is
some Puerto Rican dude told me that back, and that's how it started. Like in the
It's
60s.
funny because we do have a railroad track, but I never looked at it like that's what's separating the city.
Another message.
It's not even like that. Though.
Features do that. Like the inner loop separated the city for a long time because the inner loop was like a physical like moat.
Right,
So you had like a prosperous neighborhood on one side, and then you had just a hood on the other side. Just from a economic standpoint, like that's what that does.
Well, that's what happened because back when they started building all the highways, it was Eisenhower's bill, and they would plan to build all these highways through like poor communities just because they couldn't afford the resources to actually go to like planning boards and like lawyer up and say like, nah, you're not building this in our community.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because they would
It's about knowledge too.
Yeah,
sometimes you don't even know about
it's
it.
a lot of because the communities with resources, those are the wealthy ones, and those are predominantly white. So you got black and brown communities are the ones that are targeted for for like dividing the communities and whatnot with infrastructure.
Fun fact, that's exactly why RIT had to leave Rochester and go to Henrietta. Because they built 490 right through the RIT campus in the city.
Really?
Yeah, and so that's why RIT's in Henrietta now.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Fun fact.
Nah, that's fun as hell.
Never looked at it from that angle.
So how we gonna get this art back in these cities? That's the real thing. Like I feel like Buffalo be getting forgotten. You know, Middletown, like it's artists, like you said, like it's rappers coming out of Middletown. How we gonna get like I guess promote this? Like, cause I be want to pull up and eat go to brunch in these areas. You know what I mean? Like New York City, not the only spot.
It's the internet.
It's the internet.
It's probably the internet.
The internet is honestly the most. That's the best thing that we have when it comes to like trying to get any message or get anything out to the world, because that's the easiest way to connect.
Nah, you right. I feel like it's harder now. Now that everybody's on the internet, it's like
it's harder to filter
now you gotta find your algorithm now. Like,
you gotta stand out.
Because the internet is ran, but like the South running it now. You know what I'm saying? In terms of music, sound, fashion, I feel like now that everybody has the internet, it's kind of like damn. Like how do you maneuver through the internet? You know what I mean? You be doing your thing on IG. Like how you get to that level? Like how you?
It's just consistency, man. It's consistency and basically using your platform at I guess at its highest or at its best, at the best way you can. Like in terms of IG, using hashtags and then I guess being.
Do that really work still? I mean, like when the beginning, that shit was.
I mean, because like
now people be
you don't know about your hashtags, right? Like your hashtags are very like specific and defined.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
so yeah, for me, obviously for art, I'm not gonna use a hashtag get big or something like that for like a bodybuilder. You're targeting a certain niche, a certain crowd, and on top of that, doing that, you can also, if you're also featured on like bigger pages,
talk about that whole RZA page, yo. Talk your shit.
Yeah, so basically one of my earlier series was I had created a Wu-Tang Clan series, and it was a 9-piece mosaic series of just the Wu-Tang. And I know I left one guy out, but I just had to.
Who you leave out?
My man Capadonna. So I don't know if anybody listening, but I did.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I did everybody.
ODB.
Yeah, I did everybody but him, just to keep it.
But him.
I did everyone but Capadonna, and I did that just to keep the grid of like the Instagram page looking nice and clean. Because I always like to have my page
in the middle?
very clean. I had RZA in the middle. The reason why. Yeah, I had like if you look at it. I had RZA in the middle because he was the one that actually started the Wu-Tang Clan.
No, but he reposted. I'm saying, didn't he?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Talk that shit. Like, yo, this art is real. We got people out here reposting shit.
So I made the Wu-Tang Clan, and I had posted a picture of RZA in the middle, and then I actually tagged him. I tried to tag each of the clan members in their picture, and even tag a verse of whatever track that I was listening to at the time of their song. But when I created the RZA piece, he actually reposted it to his page and tagged me in it on his page.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, y'all follow. Yeah, if y'all listening, check that out. Check that out.
And then he actually had made a little rap, like a little verse. He spilled a little verse.
Oh, in the caption?
In the caption. I'm gonna go to his page right now. But he had spilled a little verse, a light little bar for me. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
Shit, I mean, I got bars. That's who though.
Yeah, so he had wrote, "I keep rice soaked in coconut milk mixed with tofu. Sit in the sun 6 hours and not charge up like Goku. Super Saiyan art by Virgil Hawk."
He did it.
That's nice. That is nice.
And that's on this page right now. So if you go to @RZA @RZA, you'll see that. It's a little ways down this page, but if you go to it, it's a picture of the RZA. It got his face, and then he has like this Super Saiyan-esque outfit on. This was earlier in my art days, so it might not look as clean as my most recent art, but I mean, it was a picture that he liked, and out of respect, he reposted it. And
that's real.
Me.
That's a double. I feel like it's a mutual like promotion, because no bars he played off of the pick, and that made him look sweet, and you looking sweet. That shit.
If y'all don't know RZA, just to show the magnitude of who he is probably one of the most influential, or probably one of the greatest producers of all time. Literally,
because he be doing movies now more than music. He be doing everything.
I'm pretty sure he's on anyone's top 10 producers of all time when it comes to hip hop or any type of musical genre. It doesn't really matter. He's definitely one of the greatest, and him reposting that and then having that little bar that he wrote, like that's a lot. You know,
Nah, that's a whole bunch.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I mean, I had to even reposted my picture. I had reposted his little verse and all that on my page soon after that, and it was just it was an honor to be shouted out.
Yeah, you gotta get Migos, drop some bars.
Get that.
Shout out.
Draw them real quick.
Yeah.
Drop some bars.
Yeah, that was real cool. That was probably one of the highlights in my career
That's
so
just
far.
a start.
And then that's the beginning.
And that was literally the beginning. That was maybe 3 or 4 months after I started to take this seriously.
Word.
Did you see like an increase in like your audience, like on your IG page after that?
It's so crazy how everything is so it's so based on perception and just it's all
Yeah, I'm
a
about
game.
to say,
It's
shit
all-
kind of a game.
It's all a game. This life we live in is so fake, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, shit kind of a
It's
fake.
kind of corny because it's like, yo, people only like something because someone tells you to like it. A lot of people don't really do things because they want to do it. Everyone is influenced from someone else because they say this is hot or this is not hot.
That's a whole
so
fact.
they're gonna co-sign that because so and so said it.
Word. Nah, like, have you ever find yourself scrolling and you see some real shit and you look at the likes and shit only like 12 and you kind of don't double tap.
You kind of don't
double tap that shit.
It's all a mental game at the end of the day. It's all a mental game. So let's say I got 50,000 followers. If you were to go to my page and have 50,000 followers versus me only having maybe 500, you're going to be more likely to follow me or to at least like a picture or something than if I was to have
That's true.
500.
Especially you got that blue check.
Yeah, it's all a game. It's all mental. So at the end of the day, it comes down to how true you are to yourself when it comes to what you like and what whatever you I guess just take in.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, it's kind of just you do you. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, people.
And I actually
feel
use that to my advantage.
Yeah, people can read off the authenticity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I be me. You know what I mean? On this podcast, Evan be him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why people vibe with it. Yeah. Just chatting. That's really what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like I keep promoting it, and people ask me, "Oh, what do you talk about?" It's like honestly, we just sit down, whatever's on our mind. Like we just feel with.
We can talk about you. Fuck around if you comment, say some dumb shit. I talk about you.
Send us a picture. We'll roast you.
And you see a fit, and I got you.
Or compliment it. Depending on the fit. It's like that's all it is. We sit down.
If you got a nice smile, nice little body. You know what I mean? Go ahead, tag half in, half show. You know what I mean? We'll talk about you all episode.
Yeah, yo, make sure you follow us on the Twitter. Send us fan mail questions. We'll, you want us to talk about something? We got
Word. Let's roll to that segment. Let's roll to a segment. We haven't done this in a while. I don't even know we call that shit. You know what I mean? We just gonna get it started. Y'all just hop in. Y'all just fuck with it. You know what I mean? Carrots,
vegetable,
lettuce,
Broccoli,
head ass,
slang,
dead ass.
Damn, I was gonna say that.
Oh, shout out my boy. We already hit him with the Power by Bertho.
Oh yeah,
he be on his moves on New York City shit.
I just with him yesterday.
Yeah, just to shout him out. His moves be crazy.
We always had a little business talk at a little lunch business power.
Yeah, go follow
Power
Power by Bertho. You know
Power
what I mean?
lunches, man. That's the wave.
Yo, y'all be on your brunch wave?
Brunch is lit. Let me tell you. Every time
You look like you fucking
every time I'm with my fiance, we always go get brunch. We go to the same restaurant and get the same thing every single time.
They know you?
They don't know me, but I get the same meal every time. That's all.
I feel like you gotta get to the point where you be like, oh, hey, what's that?
Well, it's not as much.
Do you use the regular?
the tape on the back.
with the blinds halfway up? Like, yo, you got it. If you're not at that point,
I'm not there yet, but still, brunch is lit. Nah, if you're not,
I'm gonna be at that point. Once I'm a business owner, I'm gonna go to the same spot. They gonna know me. Mr. Connors, you already know what it is.
So they signed up today?
So you wanna switch it up and do the like,
if you're not doing a brunch, then you're not living. Let me tell you, brunch is lit.
That's how you know you're growing.
Saturday, Sunday brunch, like ain't nothing quite like it. So
what's something that y'all used to do that's like, you know what I mean? Like, once you do brunch, you grown. Like, what's something y'all stopped doing that you realize you grown?
Saturday morning cartoons.
that's all I say.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
I've been motherfuckers grown. I don't even watch TV no more. I stream everything.
Same.
I don't know if that's me being grown or it's a generational change.
Well, is it because you're also cheap? Because I'm cheap too. Because like I'm not trying to pay for cable.
I'm resourceful.
Like I bought an AC antenna to get my local news. Like, so I have my AC antenna for local news, and then everything else I either stream or I read it. Like I sit on.
I guess cheap, so I don't want to pay for cable. Nah, I mean, I got cable in the car. I don't even watch it.
But it's like, why pay if you?
Well, I don't pay for the cable.
But I mean, like if you only got 3 channels you're gonna watch, you're not.
Here's the thing, like if
I
I was actually like every day religiously watching cable, I would probably pay for it because I have the resources. But it's like if I pay for it, I'm not using it
just with anything,
fully.
right?
So
I actually got DirecTV now. I canceled my Verizon Files cable package. There's no point. There's no
They
point.
had a cable package.
I think so.
What, Verizon?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm upstate, so we don't have Verizon as like a home provider.
Oh, I have anything like that. Did I have Verizon? Nah, but yeah, I had a Verizon Files cable package at the time, but I canceled all that and just switched to
that's a jewel. Like
just Wi-Fi and then.
Why people be buying? You know what I'm saying? They be on memberships and they don't even do shit like going to the gym. Like, yo, if you're not gonna go, don't get a membership. If you're not gonna watch TV, what you doing? If you're not gonna listen to your Spotify, don't pay for that shit. I feel like people just buy that shit because they tell you to, like, iTunes.
That's the thing. It's so easy to have subscriptions nowadays. Like, I talk to people and they have like 10 different subscriptions. Like,
and they don't even know that they have them.
Exactly.
Bro. Netflix, I be using the fuck out of people Netflix.
Oh yeah.
They don't even be I be on there because they don't even use it. I be on Hulu. That's not my damn. I'm exposing myself. I be on Hulu. I got Hulu account. That ain't mine. Netflix account. That ain't mine. Spotify. That ain't mine. Xfinity. That ain't mine.
It's so change the password on me. So like,
nah, they ain't changing on me.
We gotta do something about that.
If they don't, find out what it is. Yo, run that though. Let's do it up with.
The winter,
Summer,
spring.
Fall.
Season. All right, seasons.
I know you said winter or winter. I said fuck it.
You said winter?
I didn't know if you said winter or winter.
No, I said winter.
Nah, I heard winter. Like, it was like inaudible but audible T in there.
Winter. Winter. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? That's nothing good, y'all accents. Like the New York, because I know Buffalo, you got one. All y'all area where y'all from got one. I hear it.
I feel like
I'm not from here, so I hear it.
To me, it sounds like Western New York's got more of like a Midwestern, like almost like Chicago.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, y'all got a lot of. I don't know where y'all migrate, but Rochester and Buffalo. A lot of y'all people's got to be from the South. I be looking at y'all like, yo, you my brother,
You my cousin.
Like, how y'all know these words? How y'all sound like me?
Well, I mean, there was a girl that went to my school in high school, and she thought like she was from the South. I'm like, yo, are you from here? And she's like, yeah, I was born here. I'm like, ain't no way, because she got the meanest like Southern accent.
Cause y'all the family, it still be the same.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you treat like your family, all y'all probably from where my people
I know
from.
my family's from Alabama.
Exactly. All my family from Georgia,
Yeah.
North Carolina, South Carolina, all that.
So I don't know.
Cause y'all don't really sound like New York, like Middletown and them. Y'all be sounding like Jersey, New York. That
It's funny because
fuck out of here.
Yeah, when I first got to school, they was talking like, yo, why you say car? Say
Yeah,
car.
you do
say
say
car.
I say car.
I used to get Kashara all the time about that. She's car.
Yeah, I be on that car. That shit a little different.
I didn't know. I'm just
It be like bars. Now you said earlier I was gonna expose you. You was like, he dropped a nice little bar. Yeah, I be on that. But now that shit kind of interested me. The way the accents be traveling. I feel like in like 10 years we all gonna kind of just blend. The way the internet's gonna like infuse all the cultures. Like,
I mean, New York slang is now, because like I remember, because growing up we always used to say like dead ass and all that, and then but now because of the internet memes and everything, like people all over the place are using New York
just
slang.
like that. Not from Chicago.
Yeah.
The head ass, all that head ass shit. We be doing that deep for each other. Nice
Southern
little head ass, little body ass, everything ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just slang though. That's not like accents. Like I think proverbial accents are gonna stay where they are.
But slangs have demographics on them.
Well, yeah,
most definitely.
Well, yeah, no, and slang will eventually all just intermingle.
Yeah,
just have this one common vernacular.
We kind of already do have a common vernacular.
Well, yeah,
I could say a lot of stuff. There are some things that I could say. Like we said in the other episode, like different lingo from which I wouldn't get, but for the most part, we all get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even white people, like, yo, people at my work be like, yo, what he said, dude, George, do you like? He be on some, yo, bro, like just saying something like, yo, I'm mad, something. I'm like, yo, how do you? Who told you this?
what are you doing?
Who let you in? How do you know this? But nah, it's everybody know. It's the music too, cause he be, you hear that new Gucci? Well, he be bothering me, bro. I'm not even getting that. He be bothering me every day. You heard that new? Yo, but y'all heard that new what is it? Control the Streets?
Yeah, I did like. There's just so much music, like.
Yeah,
I do. I
usually Metro.
I do like the one run through. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, it's good, but it's nothing like captivating.
Nah,
I'm not gonna like.
It remind me of the old tapes, the old Migo tapes. Yeah. You know what I mean? We used to listen to them the whole old street song.
There was one song I really fuck with. What was it called? It was
when he did Joe Budden.
No, well, yeah. That shit was funny.
Yeah, nah, Migo's Joe Budden beef.
Yachty was actually spitting though.
The icy joint.
Yeah.
Yachty fake.
I don't fuck with his music. I fuck with his personality.
Yeah, no, but he be snapping when sometimes he do. If like when that T Grizzly shit, D to the A, the Bahamas.
Yeah,
he be kind of.
Maybe because that one time I just didn't like his voice. So.
Yeah, that one time I be like that.
Well, nah, what's the name of that dude we listened to yesterday that sounds like Yachty but wasn't Yachty?
Who?
Some dude, his name was Snow or something, Snow or Winter or something like that. I don't know his name.
It's too much.
Winter Boat. Now you said too much going on?
I don't know.
That you feel like old.
Some dude that sounds like Yachty, but he was like singing. I mean, that's music that Yachty should be making. Yachty shouldn't be rapping.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Like when I heard him,
But he's financially independent. He's doing his own
I mean,
thing.
he's
He could-
shout out
What
to
you mean
him.
should be
Like,
rapping? Like, what you mean?
Like,
you don't want to hear rappers rap no more?
No, if he wants to rap, he can rap. I'm not saying he can't
Okay.
rap. I'm just saying, like, I think
his vibe is more of
I think
singing.
his suit it would be better for singing. Like,
I kinda would-
I think
feel
his
that.
voice would be more suited for singing.
He more of that auto-tune sing. Auto-tune
No,
sing.
not autotune singing. Just a dude that uses his voice and just is more
So
melodic.
I'm just gonna say I don't want to hear him singing. I don't need Yachty singing. If I
Well, no, like I'm not saying that he has to like try hard at singing. Just,
That shit is trash. That's official? Like, that shit is
Nah,
trash.
I never said that was official. I never said that was official. I just said he be
Trash.
snapping sometimes. Like, I give people credit when credit's due.
Okay.
The Bahamas track on the Cozy tapes. Bahamas,
Nah, Bahamas go crazy.
I like that, but yeah, everything else.
Do we give Trump credit when it's due?
Oh, man.
Or do we not give him at all?
Yeah,
No.
I give him credit for destabilizing the Middle East once again. And
What you mean? You gotta break it down. We not as astute as you.
So he well lately we are the only.
Oh, wow. Let me tell you.
No,
So
go ahead.
we're the only country to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of
I
Israel.
heard about this.
Yeah, break it
which
down. I heard about
set off a firestorm over in the Middle East.
We're the only one.
We're the only country. So because
The only for real.
yeah, basically like because Palestine, which is
What about the UN? The UN don't see.
UN doesn't, because like this is we basically the world community agreed that this is a situation where we just like nobody's taking sides. Basically, this has to be negotiated peacefully, and it's between Israel and Palestine. But the U.S. is actually the first like major power to actually like take a side in this now, and that kind of I mean Israel's happy as shit, but it just kind of set off a firestorm with all like the Middle Eastern countries, Muslim countries are pissed off at the U.S. and like there's been rioting and like people have been dying because of violence. So it's
I never understood that, bro. Like it's been like that for decades, and I never knew the
for
full.
little. They had a war about this, didn't they?
because
Bro, this shit been going on for years, forever.
Well, no, this is an eternal religious conflict. Like this
So you know a little bit more about it?
I I probably know the same much as Evan, but it's basically what he just said. Like it's just been this sort of battle between like who owns Jerusalem. You know? Like whose municipality does this really belong to from a religious standpoint?
Me personally, I think Israel doesn't have a claim to Jerusalem.
I don't think anybody does. I don't like that.
I think
if that's the case.
Well, no, I mean Palestine. I believe Palestine does because that. Like,
well, I mean in general, but like, I mean, be careful of saying like who has a stake to land. Like if that's the case, why the fuck our government look like white? Look like Donald Trump. It should be Native American land, and really somebody could have been here before them. I don't like that whole.
Well, no, Palestine was there, but there was a war, and Israel took over Jerusalem. So basically, Israel is an occupying force in.
And how do you take over? Like, is a certain set of race or like?
They have soldiers there that are just that like
soldiers
this is ours now. Basically, there was a war and they took it over.
Because do they not? No funny shit. Like I'm sure like they all kind of look like you know what I mean. Like do people look similar in that area? Like
I mean,
because imagine like imagine like Italians and like British people fighting over land. Like y'all look the same. Like how y'all know who winning? Like how y'all know who got
fire?
Yeah, OD. Yeah, I just feel like yo, land is not like can't nobody say this is mine. On some claim, on some Walking Dead shit claim. Because as soon as you get up and leave, somebody else can pull out. Like, the world is everybody's. That's what I see. I know some corny kumbaya shit, but it is what it is. Like, yo, the world is everybody's.
I mean, it would
be. Start getting into that politics.
It would be the equivalent if, like, the U.S. declared war on Canada and we took over Toronto and we just had mass soldiers over there and started moving our people there and started building homes there. But then, like, native Torontoians, what's the
don't ask me that. I know I
like Toronto is like
Torontites, and then so a bunch of Torontites are like, yo, why are these Americans in our city? Like this ain't yours. And then Trump is like, yo, Toronto's now the capital of the USA. Like we fuck with Toronto.
Yeah, because it became a political.
Shout out Drake.
I'm with you. Once it becomes a political thing, that shit's fucked up. Once it becomes once it becomes a political thing, like and wars and people dying, like. Nah, that's my point. We're on the same page. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And I can't really speak to the whole Jerusalem. Cause real talk, I'm caught up on like, yo, my brother's dying and shit type shit. Yeah. Like I'm about to say, I can see you over here like, yeah,
being a black man, it's like I ain't got time.
Like I kind of don't got time to be like, no offense, but all offense because ain't nobody really caring about us. So
we have so many issues domestically. It's like we want to be the world police, but we got so much fucked up shit here. You know,
that's a whole fact.
And it's like even on the world shit, we're not consistent because there's mad genocide going over, but like we claim to be a world police, so but we ignore parts.
Right, world police. Look, but U.S. police other people about killing people, but here they be killing people.
And it's funny
because US government be killing people.
It was actually funny because like
on the low, they want the world to know.
No, like was it the UN or somebody else? that put up like travel advisories and stuff when the whole
US?
When Charlottesville was going down, it was like
good.
It seems like if you're coming from Africa or something, like you can't.
And that's you just remind me of something. So I don't know. I was randomly looking up like Ghana, just little African country, because I'd be on my let me look up some history. You know, get my cultural self right. And like I was on this website, said like the travel has like a travel whatever
travel ban.
Not travel ban, but it's like I don't know when you travel somewhere.
Advisory.
Yes, exactly what Ian was talking about, and they be on some warning or like danger. I'm just clicking through. I'm like, let me do an experiment. Let me look through all the African countries. Danger, dangerous, caution, caution. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. I'm like, let me look at some European countries. Good. Let me look at US. Good. Like, how the fuck? yeah. Only place I did find that was kind of interesting. I think France was on some danger shit. I think because of terrorist attacks.
Yeah, because they've been super just vulnerable to terrorist attacks for like the past like feel like 2-3 years at this point now. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
And even looking at like, I was like, yo, let me go South America. Danger. And I'm like, yo, what is this? So basically, where all the white people reside, good. Like, yeah.
What's the thing? The community focuses more on like those, like I don't even want to say affluent because there's affluent areas in Africa and South America.
That's fact. Yeah, people are so ignorant to Africa.
Like fair-skinned areas seem to just be okay. You know, there's a less perception of fear in fair-skinned areas. So Europeans. United States for the larger part, Canada, those kind of places.
I'm scared of white people.
When you get to Latin America, when you get to Africa, like things get hairy. And if you're looking at places like Venezuela, it gets even scarier. So
like speaking on that, it's crazy because whenever people think about, I want to travel, I want to go here, there. It's like I kind of don't want to go to these places because being a black man, it's like
so it's about perception.
You're saying it through the eyes of you.
To me, Germany's scary as fuck. You think I'm about to pull up to Germany? Like
like why would I go anywhere that people don't want to be around me?
Yeah.
Why would I? How can you feel comfortable in a place?
So you feel like it's flip when white people be traveling, they think going to darker areas, they not going. Yeah, I think that's how they probably thinking. I mean, I know we can't really.
It depends. I think it depends. So if you go to like a hood or something, like a slum in like a prominent first world type country, then they probably be scared like something's gonna happen to me in these dark areas or whatever. But if you go to a place like Africa, you know, usually people that are going to Africa are doing like missions or something, or like some sort of like charitable.
Where at though? Let's even break that down because Africa, a whole continent, because they treat North Africa different from sub-Saharan Africa.
Well, like South Africa is totally different because South Africa's got more fair skin down there.
It's got white people there.
Yeah, the Dutch, man.
People like traveling across the world to volunteer when they can just go down the block.
Yeah, we already hit them with that. Like, they ain't go to Buffalo, Rochester. The fuck is y'all talking about?
Mission to Rochester.
I mean, save the plane fare, you know.
Nah, that's a whole fact. Like, what are you talking about? You come to Baltimore real quick, and I'll walk you around like.
That probably turn around.
You go to DC. You got these feed the children commercials when you can literally feed your boy from across the street.
Right.
You know.
That's a whole fact. So what about that? How can you think you could ever like? I guess what's the next step with Virgil Hawk? You ever think about? Cause I know you woke, bro. Like I don't know.
That's funny. I'm glad you brought this up. So basically, the way I'm positioning myself is to basically have a real decent following, and then once I feel that my following is strong enough, obviously I'll just have work and have certain campaigns and things like rolling out throughout this whole time. But when I get to a real good place, I want to start to have more influential art when it comes to like. I guess certain social, certain.
Yeah, and I think you're doing good with that glass Kaepernick piece. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That spoke volume.
Yeah, I want to have more pieces like that in the future and stuff, and I just want to have bigger pieces that's gonna fucking influence and reach out to more of a, the general audience that.
So things like with a message kind of too, because right now I feel like yours, I don't know what you call them, maybe like portraits kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's more like a metaphorical, like little pieces.
I'm gonna step out of that. I'm not gonna do too many more portrait pieces when I know that I have a larger following, because it's like, all right, we did that. Yeah. Now it's time to move on to.
They waiting on you.
Yeah, I know. I know y'all waiting on a nice piece. So
nah, they already been nice. Not to say they not nice.
I'm saying more of a moving, influential piece. You know.
I caught
something that's gonna have people actually speaking and talking about it.
Word. What about us? Like, what our everyday? I feel like what direction y'all trying to implement? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know half and half. Like, I feel like we do this every day. We just be chatting. I feel like we be breaking down a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Have different people come through, diversity of thought.
It's just like creating different pieces. It's like how like I don't know like digital footprint. Like everyone's got a digital footprint. Like I kind of want to like create a lot of stuff, a lot of space. So it's like like. There's just a lot of me like out on the internet for people to find, a lot of creativity.
Word.
To me personally, I'm just kind of just hanging out right now. I'm just sort of just enjoying what I'm doing, just my day to day, basically. Because when I was in college, like, you know, I was just doing a lot of stuff for other people, and then after that, it was just a lot of classwork and stuff. So right now, I'm just kind of taking time for me and just sort of just doing things that I want to do for me. But one day, I do want to like get into like podcasting, like, you know, try and do some kind of podcast. Would be video games, politics, or just you know, an open table like this sort of thing.
Once you step in, we might have to start a beef. I don't know if you're ready for that. There's not enough space for us.
We have like a podcast conglomerate.
Yeah, word. I don't like how people do that with art. They be trying to like control art. Also, there's not enough space for you. Like, you know, if they going to be one female rapper, they going to be one urban podcast.
No.
Rochester is only one like radio station with rap music.
Well, actually, we have two now.
Oh,
congratulations!
We got a second one, and they play the Breakfast Club in the morning.
What's it called?
Wow, congratulations!
It's called 105.5 The Beat.
The Beat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think the station is just okay personally because for one, I just have personal issues with the Breakfast Club. I think the Breakfast Club is just a weird show.
I love it.
Like, you about to like it's comedic.
He about to start beef.
Like it's comedic.
No. He about to start beefs.
These opinions are my opinions alone. These don't reflect the views of half and half. I just think it's just a weird, like, they had some people on there that just said some, you know, highly disagreeable things.
Hey, but that's honestly,
that's
I like that. I like that. I want you to disagree with me. Real talk, like, you don't gotta agree with me. This is my opinion. You know
I feel like people
are. Like those.
I feel like most people our generation are afraid to. They have differing opinions. Like if people like if you don't like, people are more inclined to not be friends with someone or not talk to someone if they think differently, which I feel is bad. Like we need to have more open conversation from different opinions.
It depends to an extent. Like,
I mean, because it's like
this past election cycle, I had to cut off.
See, and you're one of them, right? Because it's like you probably wouldn't have an open dialogue with someone that voted for Trump.
I would have open dialogue.
We should get a Trump supporter. Ooh.
Can you find one?
Can we?
Do we have Trump?
Honestly, a lot of people, you just got to figure out where are they really. But they probably all around.
Or you can find somebody that voted and then changed their minds on him.
See, that's
fine too.
That has been kind of happening.
That's fine. I
know people that voted for him just because of the dislike for Hillary, but then like realize how shitty Trump is and kind of
pick the lesser of two evils now.
Or nobody.
What you mean, like as in no?
Just don't vote, but.
Yeah, but if you abstain, then you.
No, it's not. No, it's not that it's not good.
I mean,
if you don't have to pick the lesser of two evils. That's some shit. Like I'm gonna inject myself with a poison, or I'm gonna cut my arm off. It's like it's or I'm gonna just sit here
and then get hit with a poison regardless.
No, but you add a variable. Let's say that wasn't a variable. Like let's say you could walk out. Let's say you walk into a room. All right, cool. You can take some Vicodin, you can take some Adderall, whatever, or you can leave. Like it's always a third option.
But you can't leave.
But that's not.
But
I know in this
scenario you can leave. So don't try to say, oh, you have to vote or you're gonna die. Like get the fuck out of here.
I didn't like Hillary and I hated Trump, but the reason I voted is just because I want to be able to say that like I did everything in my power to affect the course of the country.
And that's fine, but I'm just so you chose the option, which I fuck with you. You chose something. We all chose something, but the third option is also there. You have to recognize it. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like if you choose not to vote, I can respect that, but it's the people that just didn't do it.
He didn't choose option. He just
still talking shit.
Right. That's what I'm fucking
with. That's where you use that option to talk shit.
I can see if you didn't choose to vote on purpose. But you still voted and filled out the rest of the ballots. People forget it was wild other things to vote on.
And get a third party person if that's the case. If you don't want to vote.
That's another option. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot on the ballot too. But we can educate them around. Next election, we get.
I mean, I voted in this past election in November. They had some
for the states.
Yeah,
certain states didn't vote. Yeah, I ain't get. We ain't do a state yet.
Yeah, we had some vote. This shit was stupid. They want us to vote on if a person in office is convicted of corruption, should they lose their pensions?
What?
Like, yes.
Yeah. So like
that shit was easy.
Yeah, no, it was easy. Yes, because it's like if they're committing a crime related to the job. So if it's like a crooked white collar job related crime. Then yes, lose your pension.
The argument was like, okay, well, if Joe was convicted of corruption and he loses his pension, well, now his family has to pay the consequences. I don't give a fuck about his family.
If you click no, then his family's not gonna eat that well.
Same thing we did to like
he shouldn't have been corrupt.
So then how about this? I mean, I know it's very different, but I know rich people think like this. I'm not gonna make it a color thing, even though we know. But with like welfare, like raising tax cuts and whatnot. Basically, when they're checking, tax cuts, they're basically saying fuck you know, the lower class. Fuck they family, they not going to eat, and I feel like they don't feel no remorse, and not to be tick for tack, but. If you don't feel no remorse, for me, it's kind of like
you opening the door to so many other things to basically bring up and talk about.
Yeah,
there's a big vote that's coming up soon. I think it's in Minnesota. But how do you guys feel about this? Right, so they wanna have people who are receiving welfare be drug tested in order to receive welfare. But what's your opinion on that?
I think that's fine because
that's fair.
People get drug tested to work at a regular 9 to 5. People get drug tested
people get drug tested for government jobs.
As long as they get drug tested for other things, and it's not just trying to regulate one thing. As long as you drug test everybody for any type of money they're about to receive, I'm cool with that.
As long as it's consistent.
Yeah, I get that. It's funny because you say that, but I agree with that. Yeah. But saying that, it's kind of like a spider web of problems, a lot of cause and effects. So I mean, obviously. Most people that are on welfare, not most, but a lot of people that are on welfare are probably
that's a fact. We know where you come from. I already know. Where I come from.
Like, but why were they like? How did they get on drugs? You know,
there's so many those effects.
Yeah, so many causes and effects. That's like, of course they're going to be on drugs, and of course you're
probably on drugs. They probably had mental health issues. They probably was on drugs because they was X, Y, and Z.
But why? But why did that happen? You know, there's so many reasons. For them to get to that.
No, I'm with you. You're pretty much saying let's get the real route. Like can we get better school education? Yeah. Can we get better supermarkets, motherfucker?
You know, I understand someone might be on drugs, but it's like you gotta look at the bigger picture.
You gotta diagnose the problem before you can make a decision.
It's like the people who are saying.
So you think you're working backwards? Like the government, U.S. government, dead ass.
But they know what they're doing. Everything is so under the table and so like it's such a fraud. Everyone's trying to make you think what they want you to think. Literally.
Word. Yo, can we get a half painting? Like kind of metaphorical, all this shit we talking about. Can we get some
with like some of our quotes just like kind of painted in? Like,
can we get a half?
Get a little something,
a little slight shit. But yeah, but in terms of just like to wrap up, like what's the promo? I know we got the promo code. You'll talk to them about that. What we got working with? What you got for the viewers today?
Little preview.
We still doing half and half, 50% off.
Oh yeah, so I mean, like I said, I guess I don't know how often you guys edit and all that stuff, but I mean, I can give you guys another 20% off code for
20% off.
20% off.
Drop one up.
For the next until the end of the month until.
He's starting with
20%. The little holiday shopping, a little holiday love ones.
So what we gonna call it? We can do still half and half.
Yeah.
We gonna do half and half.
Half 20.
Yeah. Half 20.
Half 20.
Half 20.
There it is, folks. Half 20. Go to virgilhawk.com and get you
yours today.
Copies a day.
Oh, you talking about?
Now.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna buy her for Christmas.
Facts, you bum ass motherfucker.
Yo, artwork, it's beautiful. It speaks volumes.
Word, your mom's been asking for a painting for the fucking living room.
That living room wall's been blank for years.
Distant lover painting.
Cop that mom's. Exactly, and then like you keep crying about like it's too expensive, bro. 20% off. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, girls. Yeah, girls love that shit. Art. Speak from the heart.
Make you want
She hang up on the wall every time she looks at it. She thinks of you.
Word. You do what's it called? Commissions, right?
Yeah, I do commissions as well. Like I don't want to disclose that on the chat, but I mean, if anyone wants to commission or needs something for anyone, just reach out to me at Virgil Hawk. Hit me in the DMs.
Give them all that. So give them all the social media one more time.
Yeah. So
the website, Patreon.
No. So the website to cop any type of artwork is virgilhawk.com. Follow me on IG and Facebook at Virgil Hawk, VirgilHawk, and that's about it. I mean, you can also go to patreon.com/Virgil Hawk to support me and see any type of behind the scenes work, tutorial videos, or anything like that. I have the lowest subscription for that is $1, and it goes all the way up until about $75. And between each subscription, you have different rewards that you can get based off of whatever level of subscription you are. So you go from first $1 being
from bum ass to real nigga.
Basically. So $1 being you see any work in progress photos, any final pieces, all the way up into $75, which will be you receiving a monthly canvas from me of any piece that I might create, and it's just going to be a random piece that will get sent to you every month.
All right, that's not bad. Nah, good shit.
That's pretty dope. I didn't know you had the whole tutorial.
Yeah, it's actually on my it's on my Instagram page, but I mean it's not the clickable link. Virgilhawk.com is the clickable link, but it's also there. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go follow Virgil Hawk. Don't forget to also follow our social media at half the letter N half show. Catch us on IG, Twitter, SoundCloud, you know, all that. Slide our mentions, you know, let us know. You want to hear something, discuss.
Sign our DMs.
You know, yeah. We'll give you all the hot takes you want. Subscribe on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Let's get it.
But thanks for tuning in.
Episode 7, bro.